Hey, how's it going? I know it's been a while here. I had a nice family vacation down in South Carolina. Had a great time. I got to meet back up with a cousin that I had grown up with, but once I moved out of Indiana, saw him rarely. Now he has four little girls, and they're all around my daughter's age. So it was just great to see him again and have our families meet up and stuff. So it was just really cool for that. I didn't get to do a lot of game chasing while I was out there. I was really hoping to meet up with the Algin Game Hunter. It was about, I think, a 2-hour drive for both of us to meet halfway, and it just didn't work out. So I really apologize, Chip. I really did want to meet up with you. I just couldn't get away. I did a little bit of game chasing around Macon, Georgia, where my parents live. Didn't see much. My sister and I went to a game store, and just game store prices. The one thing I almost picked up was for the PS2. It was Ephemeral Fantasia. They wanted $12. It was missing the manual, and they had some deal going on. It was like buy two get two free, and so from when I first saw the sign, I was like, oh, actually, we might be able to make something work out of this. But they had a lot of stipulations, and so I was going to buy both of their copies of Ephemeral Fantasia, one for my sister and one for me. And then we were just going to find two other games, but I forget what their stipulation was. Maybe like all the two free games had to be like $8 or less, and so all their games, the rest of the stuff was just kind of crap. I didn't want to pay $8 or an $8 value, I guess, to upgrade one of my Ratchet and Clank games or something like that to Black Label. So I didn't get anything there. I got one game, and I'll probably talk about this in the next video, but I just kind of want to, do a brief recap of my trip here. So just like I said, just had a great time. Ended up with one NES game that my sister picked up for me, so it was really cool of her. And then I've got some other stuff, like I said, that I'll discuss in my next video. But in this video, I want to talk about two big packages here I got. One was a trade with Gary Voight, who I met at the MGC. Super nice guy. We chatted for a little bit. We got a nice big trade going here. And I got two handheld systems out of it, which I'll talk about. And then I got a gift from Getting Your Nerd On, Zach and Kyla. I've been chatting with Zach we've been chatting for a few months. Nothing, just a little bit back and forth. We've sent each other just little games here and there. And he came up with a really nice package. So I really want to show that off and say a real big thanks to him and Kyla. It was really cool of them, and I sent some really great stuff. So to start off with here, I'll do my trade with Gary Voight. And I forget what I sent him. I know I sent him that Final Fantasy 7, 8, and Chrono Cross that I had just recently picked up. And then I can't remember. I think the Neo Contra for the PS2, and there might have been one other thing. I don't remember. But he sent me a couple of games here. First is Twisted Metal 2 for the PlayStation 1. I think I had 1, 3, and 4, and now he just finished my series. So it's green, which I knew, so no problem. I'll upgrade this later, but just really cool to finally complete my Twisted Metal series. Next is Kirby Air Ride for the GameCube, and I believe this is complete. Yep. So cool to find that. And then last is Mario Superstar Baseball. I'm just assuming that all the Mario sports games are great because I loved Mario Tennis on the 64. So I'm really anxious to try this. And I still have the one on the Wii, the 3-on-3 hoops, and then the sports mix that I haven't checked out yet. This one is just game, no manual, but that's all right. And then, let's see here. There we go. That's why I thought I had Twisted Metal 4. This was in there too. So Twisted Metal 2 and 4 is what he sent me. And then this was just a case. He knew I've been collecting all the DS Pokemon games. He asked me if there's any cases I was looking for, and so he picked this up for me. I put my game in there to complete it, so that was just really awesome of you just to throw that in, Gary. And then the best thing, which I actually don't have to show because one I gave to my sister and then one just in my room, was two DS systems. One was a DS, and then the one I kept was a DS Lite. And just really been looking for a good deal on those and couldn't find one. For those who don't know, I think I've mentioned this a handful of times, but both of my sisters are pretty big gamers. We grew up playing games, Nintendo and Super Nintendo, and I had been borrowing my sister's DS Lite, and I've really just become attached to the system. So I really wanted to give hers back to her and get one for myself. And now, I picked one up, from Gary here for my other sister. So now all three of us have DSs and, like the Pokemon games and, share RPGs and stuff like that. In fact, I just sent my older sister Mario and Luigi Partners in Time to play. So like I said, so really big thanks, Gary. Like I said, I've really been looking to get my family all hooked up on DSs so we can start sharing stories and games and stuff. So that's it for my trade with Gary Voight. And then next is my just this box here from Zach and Kyle of Getting Your Nerd On. Pretty good sized box. And it came with a note here. It says, "I hope you enjoy what is in this package. We are very thankful for your generosity and support over the past year." And then I will show my favorite thing, which I'll have to go pick up off the shelf next to me here because I've started it. But what he sent me was case to Pokemon White, which is really awesome because he again knows that I'm collecting the DS Pokemon games. The case to Zelda Phantom Hourglass, which I believe has the manual. It's complete. So I have the game, so I'll go ahead and complete that now. Adventure Island on the NES, which is a game I have, but this is an absolute label upgrade of mine. Mine's from when I was a kid, and it looks like crap. So it was great to upgrade that. Kid Icarus, which is a game I have been looking for, and so this was something we'd actually talked about specifically. So that was really awesome of you, Zach. Another game that I've been trying to get is the Epic Mickey games. This is the second one. It is complete. And then a couple, just some loose Sega Genesis games here, and that is NBA Jam Tournament Edition, probably the best basketball game out. And then Sonic 2, which I actually did not have. It's not for resale. I think everyone has that one, but I just hadn't really come across them for very cheap. And I knew, it's kind of like Mario. When I see it for like $8-10, that's just way too much. So thank you very much, Zach. And then I want to show the best thing. I forgot to bring it out here with me, so I'm going to get it right now. My favorite thing out of this package was the book he sent me. I've been doing a lot of reading. In fact, I'd made a New Year's resolution to read a book a month. And I've been doing a lot of like classic reading, like Catcher in the Rye, 1981. Oh my God. 1984, Animal Farm, that kind of stuff. Brave New World, all those books I was supposed to read in high school but didn't. But he sent me Slaughterhouse 5.
You've got a major paper coming up on Kurt Vonnegut. You haven't even read any of the books.
I tried. I don't understand a word of it.
So how are you gonna write the paper then, huh?
Hi, I'm Kurt Vonnegut. I'm looking for Thornton Mellon.
You want to come in? Dad?
Which is actually awesome. You can see my bookmark in there. I've started reading it. It's great so far. I had no idea that Kurt Vonnegut was a veteran of World War II, so it just makes it even more exciting. So far it's great. So I really appreciate it, Zach. Like I said, this is honestly, you sent me some great stuff. This is the most surprising and really what I'm most looking forward to. So I really appreciate it. That is my stuff. I've got a bunch of pickups actually to show here in the next video. Like I said, I've got one NES game from Game Hunting there in Macon, Georgia, and then the rest is just a couple of games that I've picked up before I left and then afterwards. I picked up a couple of games with JCAU 99. I got to spend a day with him. That was really cool. We had a great time, had a great lunch, and looked at a lot of coffee mugs and didn't find a lot of games, but I picked up 2. So I'll go ahead and show those in the next video. And really just looking forward to keeping these videos going. I know it's been hard to keep these it's somewhat regular. I've been just super busy at work and just normal stuff at home. And so I don't want anyone to think that I'm going anywhere. I love being here on YouTube, and I'm going to keep these videos going. But thanks for tuning in. Like I said, I've got another video that'll come up shortly. Got a lot of stuff to still show. I owe Trevor a video which I had made, but somehow did it incorrectly, so he couldn't see it. So I'll have to redo that, but that's not a problem. But thanks again, and I'll see you next video.